Taurus, 3 opportunities, only one is worth your energy. Right now, the universe is placing 3 distinct opportunities in front of every Taurus. But only one of them deserves your full attention, your heart, and your precious energy. If you pick the wrong one, you will spend the next several months wondering why everything feels heavy, slow, and stuck. But if you pick the right one, something powerful begins to shift in your life almost immediately. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That quiet pull inside your chest telling you that something needs to change. Maybe you can't name it yet. Maybe it's a restlessness you feel late at night when the house is quiet. Maybe it's a heaviness that sits on your shoulders when you wake up in the morning, even before your day begins. You are not imagining it. This is the universe preparing you for a turning point. And this is exactly why this message found you today. In the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through 10 powerful pieces of guidance that will help you see clearly which opportunity is meant for you, and which ones are distractions dressed up as blessings. Stay until the end, because the final tip contains a truth that most Taurus souls never hear, and it could change the entire direction of your next chapter. Let's begin. Tip 1. The opportunity that looks the safest is the one you need to question the most. Taurus, I know how much you value stability. It is one of your greatest strengths. You are the sign that builds things to last. You are the one people count on when everything around them is falling apart. You are the steady hand, the calm voice, the person who shows up and does the work even when nobody is watching. That is a beautiful quality. But right now, that same love of safety is being used against you. Let me explain what I mean by that. The universe is showing you 3 paths. One of them looks incredibly safe, feels familiar. It looks like something you have done before. It promises comfort, and it whispers that if you just stay where you are, everything will be fine. And because you are a Taurus, your first instinct is to lean toward that option. Of course it is. You are wired to seek security. But here is the truth that you need to hear today. That safe-looking option is actually the most dangerous one. Not because it will hurt you in an obvious way. No, it is more subtle than that. It is dangerous because it will keep you exactly where you are. It will give you just enough comfort to stop reaching for more. It will lull you into a routine that feels stable on the surface, but is slowly draining your spirit underneath. Think about it. How many times in your life have you chosen the safe path, and then looked back months or years later, and realized that you were just hiding? How many times did safety become a cage that you built with your own hands? I am not saying you should be reckless. That is not who you are, and that is not what I am suggesting. What I am saying is that real safety comes from growth. Real stability comes from evolving into the person you are meant to become. The version of you that is playing it safe right now is not the version of you that the universe is calling forward. There is a bigger version of you waiting on the other side of this decision, but you will never meet that version if you keep choosing the path that requires nothing from you. This is a season of expansion for Taurus. The stars are aligned in a way that supports bold movement, not retreat. So when you look at these 3 opportunities and one of them feels perfectly safe and requires no stretch, no discomfort, no growth, that is your sign that it is not the right one. The right opportunity will feel exciting and a little scary at the same time. It will ask you to trust yourself in ways you haven't before. It will push you just past the edge of your comfort zone. Not so far that you feel lost, but far enough that you feel alive. And that is exactly what you need right now, Taurus. You need to feel alive again. You need to feel that spark of purpose that has been dimming inside you. The safe option will not give you that. Only the courageous one will. And here is one more thing I want you to consider. Every great thing you have ever done in your life began with a moment of discomfort. Every relationship that mattered, every accomplishment you are proud of, every version of yourself that you love. All of it started when you took a breath and stepped into the unknown. You have done it before. You can do it again. The only difference now is that the stakes are higher and the reward is greater. So be honest with yourself. Look at those 3 paths and ask, which one is the universe truly calling me toward? The answer might surprise you. Tip 2. Your body already knows the answer. You just need to listen to it. This is something that most people do not understand about Taurus, but you will recognize it instantly. Your body is one of the most powerful tools you have for making decisions. As an earth sign, you are deeply connected to physical sensation. You feel things in your bones, in your gut, in the tension of your shoulders, in the rhythm of your breathing. Your body speaks to you constantly, and it never lies. The problem is that most of us have been trained to ignore our bodies. We have been told to think things through, to make lists of pros and cons, to be logical and rational. And yes, those things have their place. But for a Taurus, the body always knows first. Let me give you an example. Think about a time when you agreed to something and immediately felt a tightness in your stomach. You ignored it. You told yourself you were being silly. You went ahead with the plan anyway. And what happened? Things did not work out. Your body was trying to warn you, and you overrode that signal with your mind. Now think about a time when you said yes to something and your whole body relaxed. Your shoulders dropped. You took a deep breath without even thinking about it. A warmth spread through your chest. That was your body saying, yes, this is right, this is aligned, this is where you are supposed to go. Right now, as you consider these 3 opportunities in front of you, I want you to pay attention to your body, not your mind, not the opinions of the people around you, not the voice that says you should be practical, just your body. When you think about the first opportunity, what happens in your chest? Does it tighten or expand? When you think about the second, do your shoulders rise toward your ears or do they soften? When you imagine the third, does your breathing become shallow or deep? These are not random sensations. They are messages. Your body is a compass, and it is pointing you toward the opportunity that is truly meant for you. The challenge for Taurus is that you have spent so much time being strong for other people that you have forgotten how to tune into your own signals. You carry the weight of your family, your friends, your responsibilities. You push through exhaustion because that is what you do. But in the process, you have numbed yourself to the very guidance system that was designed to keep you on track. This is your invitation to come back to your body. Start paying attention again. Before you make any major decision in this season, close your eyes for a moment. Take 3 slow breaths, and then notice what your body is telling you. It will not steer you wrong. It never has. You just need to start listening again. The opportunity that is right for you will feel like coming home in your body. It will feel like relief, like something clicking into place, like a door opening that you did not even know was there. Trust that feeling. It is more reliable than any advice anyone could give you. And here is what is beautiful about this, Taurus. When you reconnect with your body's wisdom, you do not just make better decisions. You begin to live differently. You start choosing foods that nourish you, environments that calm you, people who energize you. Your entire life begins to reorganize itself around what is truly good for you, not what looks good on paper. That is the power of embodied wisdom, and it has been inside you all along, waiting for you to remember. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Tip 3. Someone from your past is about to reappear. Do not let nostalgia cloud your judgment. This is an important warning for every Taurus right now. Someone from your past is preparing to come back into your life. It might be an old friend, a former partner, a family member you lost touch with, or even a business connection that faded away. Whoever it is, they are about to show up again, and when they do, you need to be ready. Here is why this matters so much right now. This person is connected to one of the 3 opportunities one mentioned at the beginning. They may come bearing what looks like a gift, an offer, an invitation, a second chance at something that didn't work out before. And because you are a Taurus, and because loyalty runs deep in your veins, your first instinct will be to welcome them with open arms. You will remember the good times. You will focus on what was beautiful about that connection. Your heart will soften, and nostalgia will wrap around you like a warm blanket on a cold night. But I need you to be careful here. Nostalgia is not the same as truth. Memory has a way of editing out the painful parts and keeping only the highlights. You remember the laughter but not the tears. You remember the promises but not the broken ones. You remember how it felt at the beginning but not how it felt at the end. Before you say yes to this person, before you open that door again, I want you to sit with one question. Why did it end? And I mean really sit with it. Do not gloss over it. Do not make excuses for them. Do not tell yourself that people change. Maybe they have changed, but maybe they haven't. And the only way to know is to look clearly at the past without the soft filter of nostalgia. This person may genuinely be bringing something valuable into your life. I am not saying you should automatically shut them out. What I am saying is that you should use discernment. Look at their actions, not just their words. Pay attention to how you feel in your body when you are around them. Do you feel expansive and free? Or do you feel like you are shrinking to fit into their world again? Taurus, you have grown so much since the last time this person was in your life. You are not the same person you were then. And you deserve connections that match who you are now, not who you used to be. If this person can meet you where you are today, wonderful. If they are expecting you to go backwards, to become smaller, to return to old patterns that you have worked hard to break free from, then their return is not an opportunity. It is a test, and you are strong enough to pass it. The universe does not bring people back into your life by accident, but sometimes it brings them back not so you can reconcile, but so you can see how far you have come. Sometimes closure is not a conversation. Sometimes closure is realizing that you no longer need one. And when you reach that place of clarity, something extraordinary happens. You feel lighter. The grip of the past loosens. And suddenly, the present moment becomes vivid and full of possibility again. That is where your real opportunity lives, Taurus. Not in what was, but in what is waiting for you right now. If only you can see it clearly without the fog of yesterday blurring your vision. Tip 4. Financial pressure right now is not punishment. It is redirection. If you have been feeling squeezed financially, if money has felt tighter than usual, if unexpected expenses have shown up or income has slowed down, I want you to know that this is not a sign of failure. This is not the universe punishing you. This is redirection in its most practical form. Taurus is ruled by the energy of material abundance. You have a natural gift for building wealth, for creating comfort, for attracting resources. So when money feels restricted, it hits you harder than it hits most signs. It shakes your sense of security. It makes you question yourself. It can even make you feel like you are doing something wrong. But you are not doing anything wrong. What is happening right now is that the universe is closing certain financial channels so that you will be forced to open new ones. Think of it like a river. If you block one path, the water does not disappear. It finds a new way to flow. And often, that new path leads to somewhere even better than the original destination. The financial pressure you are feeling is directly connected to those 3 opportunities one mentioned. One of those opportunities has the potential to completely transform your financial situation, but not in the way you might expect. It is not going to look like a sudden windfall or a lucky break. It is going to look like a new way of thinking about money, value, and what you have to offer the world. Here is what I have noticed about Taurus when it comes to finances. You tend to stick with what has worked before. You keep doing the same kind of work, offering the same skills, following the same strategies because they produced results in the past. And that served you well for a long time. But the world is changing, and what worked 5 years ago may not work the same way anymore. This is not a failure of your abilities. Your talents are as strong as ever. What needs to shift is the container you are putting those talents in. Maybe you need to offer your skills in a new way. Maybe you need to reach a different audience. Maybe you need to value your time and energy differently than you have been. The financial tightness is the universe's way of saying the old container is too small for you now. It is time to build a bigger one. And I know that feels scary. Building something new requires effort and patience, 2 things you have in abundance. But it also requires letting go of the old way, and that is where you struggle. You hold on because holding on feels safe. But right now, holding on is the very thing that is keeping the money from flowing freely. Release your grip on the old financial strategy. Open yourself to new possibilities. The money is not gone. It is just waiting for you to create a new channel for it to flow through. And when you do, you will be amazed at how quickly things begin to shift. There is an old truth that applies perfectly here. You cannot fill a cup that is already full. If your hands are gripping the old way of earning, there is no room to receive the new way. Let go of the cup. Trust that a bigger one is being placed in your hands. The financial chapter that is opening for you now has more abundance in it than the one that is closing, but only if you have the courage to release what is no longer working and embrace what is trying to emerge. Tip 5. The relationship that drains you the most is the one you are most afraid to change. This one might sting a little, Taurus, but you need to hear it. There is a relationship in your life right now that is taking far more than it is giving. You know exactly which one I am talking about. You felt it the moment I said it. Your stomach tightened. Your jaw clenched. You know, this relationship might be with a partner, a friend, a sibling, a parent, or even a colleague. The specific person does not matter as much as the pattern. And the pattern is this: you give, they take. You show up, they disappear. You make the effort, they coast on your energy. You hold things together while they let things fall apart. And you have been doing this for so long that it feels normal. But it is not normal, Taurus. It is not healthy, and it is not sustainable. And deep down, you already know this. So why do you stay? Why do you keep pouring into a vessel that has a crack in the bottom? Because you are loyal. Because you made a commitment. Because you told yourself that if you just love harder, give more, be more patient, things will eventually change. But they haven't changed, have they? And at some point, loyalty becomes self-betrayal. At some point, patience becomes denial. At some point, love without boundaries becomes a slow erosion of who you are. I am not telling you to walk away from this relationship today. That is your decision, and only you can make it in your own time. What I am telling you is that something has to shift. The dynamic cannot continue the way it has been. Either this person meets you halfway, or you need to reclaim the energy you have been giving them and redirect it towards something that actually feeds your soul. Here is the connection to those 3 opportunities. One of those opportunities requires you to be at full strength. It requires your complete energy, your focus, your emotional availability. And right now, this draining relationship is stealing all of that from you. You cannot walk through the door that the universe is opening for you if your arms are full of someone else's baggage. You have to set it down first. And setting it down does not make you a bad person. It does not mean you don't care. It means you finally care about yourself enough to stop sacrificing your future for someone else's comfort. Taurus, you have the biggest heart of any sign. But a big heart does not mean you should carry everyone. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do, for yourself and for the other person, is to stop enabling patterns that are hurting you both. The energy you reclaim from that one relationship could change everything. It really could. Think about what you could build, what you could create, what you could become if you had all of your energy available to you instead of leaking it out through a connection that no longer serves you. That is not selfish. That is wisdom. And wisdom is exactly what this season of your life is demanding from you. Not more sacrifice, not more endurance. Wisdom. The wisdom to know the difference between a connection that stretches you into a better version of yourself and one that shrinks you back into a version you have already outgrown. Trust that wisdom, Taurus. It is one of the most powerful things you possess, and it is time to use it. Tip 6. You are being called to slow down, not because you are failing, but because you are about to accelerate. This might seem like a contradiction, but stay with me because this is crucial for every Taurus right now. Everything inside you is saying go faster, work harder, push more, get ahead. You feel like you are behind. You look at where you thought you would be at this point in your life, and there is a gap between that vision and your reality. And that gap is making you anxious. It is making you want to force things. It is making you hustle when you should be resting. But here is what the universe is actually telling you right now. Slow down. I know, that is the last thing you want to hear. You are a builder. You are a doer. Sitting still feels like going backwards. But what if I told you that the slowing down is part of the acceleration? Think about a slingshot. Before it launches forward with incredible speed and power, what does it do first? Pulls back. That tension, that backward motion, that feeling of being held in place. It is not stagnation. It is the gathering of force. And that is exactly where you are right now. You are in the pullback phase. The universe is pulling you back not to hold you down, but to launch you forward with more power than you have ever experienced. But if you fight the pullback, if you resist the slowing down, if you try to force yourself forward before the energy is ready, you will lose all that stored momentum. You will exhaust yourself trying to push through a door that is not meant to open yet. You will burn out just before the breakthrough. I have seen this happen to Taurus over and over again. You work yourself to the bone right before a massive shift is about to happen, and then when the shift arrives, you are too tired to take advantage of it. Do not let that happen this time. The universe is asking you to rest. Not forever, not even for very long, but right now, in this moment, your job is to restore your energy, sharpen your vision, and trust the timing. The opportunity that is meant for you is not going anywhere. It will wait for you, but you need to be at full power when it arrives. So put down the to-do list for a moment. Turn off the noise. Step outside and feel the earth beneath your feet. Breathe deeply. Let your nervous system settle. Remember who you are beneath all the doing. You are not just what you produce. You are not just what you accomplish. You are a living, breathing soul who deserves rest as much as you deserve success. And the beautiful paradox is that by allowing yourself to rest now, you are actually guaranteeing that the success comes faster. The slowing down is the strategy. Trust it. Embrace it. Let it prepare you for what is coming next, because what is coming next is bigger than anything you have built before. And when the moment of acceleration arrives, and it will arrive, you will be so grateful that you took this time to recharge. You will move with a clarity and a power that would have been impossible if you had kept pushing through the exhaustion. The pause is not a detour. It is the most direct path to everything you want. Remember that the next time your mind tries to convince you that rest is laziness, it is not. It is preparation for greatness. Tip 7. The inner voice you keep ignoring is the one that holds the key. Taurus, let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat in complete silence and listened to yourself? Not to music, not to a podcast, not to the voices of everyone who has an opinion about your life. Just to yourself. If you are like most Taurus, it has been a while. And that is a problem. Because inside you, there is a voice that has been trying to get your attention for months, maybe even years. It is quiet. It does not scream. It does not demand. Simply whispers. And because it whispers, you have been able to ignore it. You have been drowning it out with busyness, with responsibilities, with the constant hum of daily life. But that voice is not going away. And it is getting more persistent. This voice is your deepest knowing. Call it intuition. Call it your higher self. Call it whatever makes sense to you. But it is the part of you that sees beyond the immediate circumstances and knows where you are truly headed. It is the part that knew your last relationship was wrong before you admitted it. It is the part that knew your old job was draining you before you had the courage to leave. It is the part that has always known, even when you pretended not to. Right now, this voice is telling you something specific about those 3 opportunities. It has already weighed them. It has already discerned which one is real and which ones are mirages. The answer is already inside you. You do not need more information. You do not need more advice. You do not need to sleep on it for another 3 weeks. You just need to get quiet enough to hear what you already know. Here is a practice I want you to try. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you look at the news, before you start your day, sit in silence for 5 minutes. Just 5. Place your hands on your chest and ask this simple question. What do I already know that I have been afraid to admit? Then listen. Do not judge what comes up. Do not argue with it. Do not dismiss it as impractical or unrealistic. Just listen. Whatever surfaces in that silence is your truth. It is the guidance you have been searching for outside yourself that has been living inside you all along. Taurus, you are one of the most grounded signs. But being grounded does not mean being deaf to your own wisdom. Your strength is not just in what you build with your hands. It is in what you know in your bones. And right now, your bones are speaking. The question is whether you will finally listen. I believe you will. Because you did not come across this message by accident. Something inside you brought you here because it was tired of being ignored. So honor that part of yourself. Give it the silence it needs to speak. And when it tells you which opportunity to choose, trust it completely. Your inner voice has never steered you wrong. It is the people and noise around you that have caused the detours. When you follow that voice, you always end up exactly where you are supposed to be. Tip 8. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It is your ticket to freedom. There is something heavy you have been carrying, Taurus. It is an old wound, an old betrayal, an old disappointment that you tucked away because you did not know how to process it at the time. Maybe it was someone who broke your trust. Maybe it was a promise that was shattered. Maybe it was a moment when someone you loved showed you that their love had limits that yours did not. Whatever it was, you stored it somewhere deep inside, and you have been carrying the weight of it ever since. Taurus holds on. That is what you do. You hold on to the people you love, the things you build, the memories you cherish. But you also hold on to the pain. You hold on to the resentment. You hold on to the anger, not loudly, not explosively, but quietly, steadily, like a stone sitting at the bottom of a river. And over time, that stone has gotten heavier. It is affecting your ability to move forward. It is affecting your capacity to trust. It is affecting how much joy you allow yourself to feel because somewhere in the back of your mind, You are always bracing for the next disappointment. I need you to understand something about forgiveness that changes everything. Forgiveness is not about declaring that what they did was acceptable. It is not about saying it didn't hurt. It is not about inviting them back into your life. Forgiveness is simply about releasing the weight so that you can walk freely again. When you hold on to resentment, you are drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. They are out there living their life while you are still replaying the hurt in your mind. That is not justice. That is imprisonment. And you are both the prisoner and the guard. The opportunity that is waiting for you requires you to travel light. It requires you to show up without the armor you have been wearing. It requires you to be open in ways that you cannot be while you are still clutching old wounds against your chest. So I am asking you to consider putting the weight down. Not all at once if that feels like too much. But begin. Start with the smallest piece. Start with one memory that still stings when you think about it and say to yourself, I release this. Not for them. For me. Because I deserve to walk forward without this heaviness. I deserve to feel light again. Every time you release a piece of that old pain, you create space for something new. And what wants to fill that space right now is extraordinary. It is the joy, the peace, the abundance, and the love that have been waiting patiently outside the door while you had it barricaded shut. Forgiveness is not weakness, Taurus. For a sign as strong as you, it might actually be the bravest thing you ever do. Because it requires you to trust that letting go will not leave you unprotected. It requires you to believe that you are safe without the armor. And you are. You really are. You have always been stronger than you think. And you will be even stronger once you set this burden down. Picture your life without that weight. Picture waking up one morning and realizing that the first thing you feel is not heaviness but possibility. That is what forgiveness offers you. Not a gift for the person who hurt you, a gift for yourself. And you deserve to open it. Some people watch. Others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting. It's about moving. Tip 9. The abundance you seek is already on its way. Stop blocking it with doubt. Let me paint a picture for you, Taurus. Imagine that the universe is like a vast ocean, and abundance is the water. It is everywhere. It is limitless. It is constantly flowing. Now imagine that you are standing on the shore with a cup, trying to collect that water. But here is what has been happening. Every time the wave comes in and fills your cup, you pour it out. Not on purpose. You pour it out because a voice in your head says you do not deserve a full cup. You pour it out because you look at other people and think they need it more than you do. You pour it out because somewhere along the way, someone taught you that wanting more makes you greedy. That voice is a liar. Wanting abundance is not greedy. Wanting a full life is not selfish. Wanting ease and comfort and joy is not too much to ask for. You are a Taurus. You were literally designed for abundance. It is woven into the very fabric of your sign. The earth provides, and you are an earth sign. Receiving is your birthright. But doubt blocks the flow. Every time you think I am not good enough, the channel narrows. Every time you think it is too late for me, the door closes a little more. Every time you compare yourself to someone else and decide that you fall short, you push abundance further away. You do not need to earn what the universe is offering. You need to allow it. There is a difference. Earning implies that you are not enough as you are, that you must prove your worth through effort and struggle. Allowing means recognizing that you are worthy simply because you exist, and then opening your hands to receive what is already being offered. I know this is hard for Taurus. You are a worker. You believe in effort, and effort has its place. But effort without belief is just exhaustion. If you work hard but fundamentally believe you do not deserve the reward, you will always find a way to sabotage it. The money will come in and flow right back out. The opportunity will appear, and you will find a reason it is not right. The love will knock on your door, and you will pretend you are not home. This is the moment to shift that pattern. Right now, the universe is aligning things in your favor. One of those 3 opportunities one talked about is abundance trying to reach you, but it needs you to believe you deserve it. It needs you to stop the doubting. It needs you to stand on that shore with your cup held high and say, fill it up, because I am ready. Say that to yourself right now. I am ready. I deserve good things. I deserve ease. I deserve joy. I deserve abundance. I know it might feel strange at first. It might feel like you are pretending, but keep saying it. Every single day keep saying it. Because words have power, and the more you declare your worthiness, the more the universe responds. The abundance is not delayed because of circumstances. It is delayed because of doubt. Remove the doubt and watch how quickly things begin to change. The universe does not need you to be perfect before it delivers what you have been asking for. It only needs you to be open. It only needs you to stop turning away the very things you pray for. Open your hands, Taurus. Open your heart. And let the abundance that has been circling your life finally land. Tip 10. The next chapter of your life is being written right now, and you are holding the pen. This is the most important thing I need you to understand, Taurus, so lean in close. Everything that has happened up until this point, every struggle, every heartbreak, every victory, every quiet moment of doubt, every time you got back up after being knocked down, all of it was preparation for what is about to unfold. You are not at the end of something. You are at the very beginning. I know it does not always feel that way. When you have lived through decades of experiences, it can seem like the best years are behind you. Society reinforces that message constantly, telling you that growth is for the young, that change is for the restless, that after a certain age you should be settled and content with what you have. But Taurus, contentment and complacency are not the same thing. You can be deeply grateful for everything you have built, while simultaneously reaching for something more. And that reaching is not a sign of ingratitude. It is a sign of life force. It is the proof that your spirit is still alive and still hungry for experience. The 3 opportunities that the universe has placed before you are not random. They did not show up by chance. They arrived at this precise moment because you are finally ready for them. Not the version of you from 5 years ago. Not the version of you from last year. The version of you that is sitting here right now in this moment with all your wisdom, all your strength, all your scars, and all your beauty. You are more prepared than you have ever been. The question is not whether you are capable. You are. The question is not whether you deserve it. You do. The question is whether you will choose it. Will you choose the opportunity that calls to your soul, even if it feels uncertain? Will you choose growth over comfort? Will you choose to believe in yourself when the world has given you 100 reasons not to? I believe you will. Because you are a Taurus, and when a Taurus decides to move, nothing in this universe can stop them. Your determination is legendary. Your patience is unmatched. Your ability to turn vision into reality is a gift that few other signs possess. You are the builder of the zodiac, and right now, the blueprint for your most magnificent creation is being laid out before you. But a blueprint is just a piece of paper until someone picks up a hammer. And that someone is you. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Not when the timing is perfect, because the timing will never feel perfect. Now, the pen is in your hand. The page is open. The universe is watching and waiting, not with judgment, but with anticipation. It wants to see what you will create. It wants to support your next chapter. It wants to pour its energy into your vision and help you build something that will stand the test of time. All you have to do is start writing. And the first word, the first brave, trembling, beautiful word on that blank page is yes. Yes to the opportunity that scares you. Yes to the version of yourself that you have been afraid to become. Yes to a future that is bigger and brighter and more fulfilling than anything you have known. Write that word, Taurus. Write it boldly, and then keep going, because this story is far from over. In fact, the best parts have not even been written yet. They are waiting for you to pick up the pen and begin. Taurus, everything we have talked about today comes down to one fundamental truth. You are standing at a crossroads, and the path you choose will define the next season of your life. Not forever, not permanently, but significantly. The opportunity that is worth your energy is the one that makes you feel both excited and uncomfortable. It is the one that your body says yes to even when your mind raises objections. It is the one that requires you to release old pain, old patterns, and old stories about who you are and what you deserve. I know you have been through a lot. I know there are days when you are tired, when the weight of everything you carry feels almost unbearable, when you wonder if things will ever get easier. But I want you to hear me clearly. The fact that you are here, that you watched this, that you stayed until the end tells me something important about you. It tells me that you have not given up. It tells me that somewhere inside you, beneath the exhaustion and the doubt and the heaviness, there is still a flame burning, and that flame is about to become a fire. Not a destructive one, a warming one, a transformative one, the kind of fire that lights your way forward and draws the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances to your door. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need a perfect plan. You just need to take one step. One brave, honest, trusting step toward the opportunity that your soul is calling you to embrace. And then another step after that, and another. Before you know it, you will look back and realize that the crossroads is far behind you, and you are walking a path that feels more like home than anything you have ever known. Trust yourself, Taurus. You have earned that trust through every challenge you have survived and every storm you have weathered. The next chapter is yours. Make it extraordinary. You have two options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.